Hey, thanks for checking out this week's Good Advice. It's another Friday afternoon email coming straight to you. I hope you're doing well today. I hope you've had a great week. I want to send a very brief thing that I wanted to share that's been top of mind for me. I have some content coming later this month on this concept of quietly quitting, which you may have heard of. And I have a pretty strong opinion about that. But for today's newsletter, I wanted to share with you an episode that's coming out on the podcast later today. Worst case scenario, maybe tomorrow morning, Saturday morning. But it is basically the one word you never want to start with in your sales pitch. It's the one thing you never want to begin with, the one thing you never want to say. And if you're a savvy salesperson out there, I think you will agree with me that this is one of the worst things that you can do. Naturally, a lot of my newsletter content comes out of things that I myself am experiencing as a business owner. And one of the things that drives me crazy is the constant churn of LinkedIn DM messages of people trying to sell me their stuff. Stuff that I really have no intention of buying, stuff that isn't right for me, stuff that I wouldn't really care about. And yet this person, all these people are sending out these messages to tons of people hoping to get that sale. If you're on LinkedIn at all, if you're on any social media platform for your business, you've probably experienced this yourself. Excuse me. The worst thing that you can do, and I noticed this trend, is that, well, here's what I'll say. The worst thing that you can say, the word you can say that will absolutely ruin your chances of making the sale is the word we. The word we. And it typically goes like this. In fact, let me just pull up my LinkedIn messages so I can just give credit to where it's due. It usually goes, we are a company that offers incredible results to our customers. Can we schedule a call? Click the link below. So here's one message that I got today. Great to connect, Blake. We're new to each other's networks, but we are an EQ-focused business that helps decision makers and multi-hyphenates such as yourself. Multi-hyphenates. I guess I'm not a savvy business owner to not know what that is. We help C-levels and entrepreneurs regain control of their lives, blah, 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 blah. Would you like to have more clarity, reduce burnout and boredom, and cultivate a purpose-inspired mindset? This person's way too wordy, by the way. If so, let's find a time to connect. Okay. So that's the most recent one. The next one I got, this was yesterday. Hey, Blake. We're a global LinkedIn marketing agency helping companies dominate on this platform without using automation. I'm confident you're fantastic at what you do, so my job is to help let you focus on that while we do what we do best, which is getting you more customers. Hang on, sneeze. Excuse me. So the Good Advice newsletter, where you get the pleasure of hearing me sneeze, I guess. That one, another one from yesterday as well. This person actually sent me 3 messages since yesterday, which I'm just like, give me a break. Hey, Blake, I'm curious if you have a long to-do list. We're a virtual assistant company that can help. We're a business that allows you to pass off administrative or executive tasks, even sales, which why would I go to the same person for both of those? Point being, you get the points. Stop saying we so much. The way you make the sale is not by sharing how awesome you are. The way you make the sale is by intimately communicating that you understand the problem your customer is facing. You get it. You are someone who understands it so much that when you talk to them, they're thinking, wow, this person has been in my shoes. So like me, for example, when I contact someone for a sale, I'm not saying we at Good Advice does XYZ. We have a podcast, yada, yada. What I'm usually talking about is the pain points that my customers are facing. Burning out, long hours, plateauing in terms of pay, in terms of revenue, challenging employees. Like I talk about these pain points and I talk about them in a way that shows that I'm familiar with them. And that therein builds trust with the person who's wanting to buy from me. So making a good sale is not about being a freaking rock star and letting people know how amazing you are. It's actually making it about your customer and letting them know that you're the right answer to the problem that they're facing. It's an interesting distinguishing difference there. And like I said, if you aren't having much traction in the sales world, ironically enough, try saying we less and spend more time talking to the person you're actually pitching to and talking about their issues rather than all the amazing accolades that you have. So that's this week's good advice. I'll have a follow-up on the podcast. You can check it out. Stay tuned for more. I'll see you next week.